Hello everyone, this is the Solo Summoner's Rift tournament on June 8th, 2024. This is the very first version of this tournament that I've ever hosted, the very first time anyone's ever played in something like this, at least within the Tournament Kingdom Discord server. So let me explain a little more detail. We're going to have plenty of time with draft. They're going to fly through this because they already did this on draftlol.com. So we will already have some, or at least I should say, I have somewhat of an idea of what's being picked here. And we'll have a 3-minute spectator delay. So let me explain a little bit more about how this tournament will work, because there might be some people confused about what a solo Summoner's Rift tournament is. Probably shouldn't reveal that. Oopsies. No big deal though. So let's figure this out. We'll go to SR teams. So these are the teams participating. We only had 2, which I figured was going to happen. I figured this was going to be a very small tournament because it's the start of June. But let's talk about the teams. We have Team Apple, very basic names for this because these teams were literally made last night. We have Low Coach Mike 97, Zero Zen RL in the jungle, Zyrus in the mid lane, Aurora Flare in the bottom role, and Zombie Smurf in the support role. And then we have Team Blueberry, who they'll be facing off in a best of 3 match. Borbgul in the top lane, 8-bit Upgrade in the jungle, Peepo Talker in the mid lane, Tree in the bottom lane, and Big B Tiger in the support lane. How these were drafted was each person registered as a solo person and put their primary, secondary, and tertiary role. And I took that in order, and then I also ranked each single person's rank. So Diamond is worth 7 points. You know, this guy was Challenger, Mike was, and put him Challenger. And then we use that information to draft team compositions that were evenly made. So this team comp for both teams should be evenly made based off of the average rank. So with that out of the way, let me again reveal one more time. So it's Team Apple versus Blueberry. This is the best of 3. This is game 1. And now, let's talk a little bit about draft. I don't think they had the same bands. Yeah, they did not. They switched bands. Okay, one person switched bands. So let's talk about the draft now, shall we? So we have Team 1, aka Blue Side, is Team Blueberry. So they picked Shen, Evelyn, Akali, Aphelios first. And the bands, let's talk about the bands first, because that's pretty important as well. Jarvan ban is targeting at Zero Zen. The Corki ban, I think Corki's just strong in general, but I don't really know too much about Zyrus's playstyle, the mid laner. Not too sure if that's a comfort pick or just Corki's very strong in the meta right now, which is 100% true. And then the Morgana, probably a comfort pick for a Zombie Smurf. And then the first round of bans is a Mumu, which is a comfort pick, I'd assume, for 8-bit Upgrade. Ashe, just I think in general, a very strong champion. And then Rumble. I think Borbigo might play Rumble. I'll be honest, most of these people are very new to Summoner's Rift, and a lot of these people also play a variety of modes, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint what they pick and ban. So we have Rumble ban, and then a Galio ban, and then a Yumi ban was just random. They forgot to ban in the LoL draft. And then we have Vex, and Camille is the last ban. I'm very surprised Camille took so long to get banned, because Camille is a comfort pick for Coach Mike. He's played a ton of Camille. So I'm a little surprised that actually wasn't picked first by Team Apples, but also surprised that Blueberry decided to ban it in the second round. So overall, the drafts, we'll talk about that. So Shen top versus Kennen top, Evelyn jungle versus Rengar jungle, Akali mid versus Echo mid, Aphelios AD carry versus Jinx AD carry, and Nautilus versus Braum support. So overall, team comp-wise, I'm going to mute myself on Discord real quick. That is going to distract me. Team comp-wise, it's a tough call. I think Shen has a lot of stealthy options if he's coordinated with the team. You have the Evelyn passive stealth at level 6. You also have the Shroud stealth with Akali W if he wants to be extra sneaky. And you also have that ninja synergy with Shen and Akali, which is just fun lore stuff. I don't think you get any statistical advantages. Aphelios and Nautilus, just a pretty solid all-around lane. If you know what you're doing with Aphelios, you can do a variety of things from engaging to disengaging with your Gravitum. You can also have great damage output with the Chakram and Revrim combo, the red-white don't fight combo. Very good team comp overall. But on the opposite side, Team Apple rocking the Kennen, Rengar, Echo, Jinx, and Braum. I do actually really like the Braum pick. There's a lot of auto attackers in the composition of Team Apples because you can proc the Braum passive. If you land a Q or auto attack with the Braum, you can follow up with that autos, and you can follow up with the Chompers from the Jinx or maybe an Echo W. The Rengar, I think the Rengar is going to maybe struggle in this comp because the Rengar doesn't have a tank to really engage. If Rengar gets ahead, who cares? It's a Rengar. He's going to snowball the game like crazy. But if Rengar gets a little behind, it's going to be a little awkward to play unless the Braum has some good tags with his Q. Some solid engages with the Kennen. I think I kind of like the engage on. This is tough. They both have really good engage comps. I think that overall, I think Apples has a better engage with the Kennen combo. You can follow up with an Echo W. And they also have a good disengage with the Braum ultimate. As for Team Blueberry, it's they don't have any real disengage. It's kind of once you're in there, you're stuck in there whether you like it or not. But this definitely will be a Snowball League game, regardless. With how many assassins are in this game? Echo, I kind of consider an assassin. You have 4 assassins in this game. I think this game will definitely be a dead even or an extremely snowball. My prediction is an extremely snowball game. It'll be interesting to see how snowbally it is, considering that the teams are fairly equally matched, though. As for reoccurring people for participating in tournaments, I believe all of these players have not played, either never played in a Summoners Rift tournament or haven't played in a while, except Zombie Smurf. Zombie Smurf is a part of Naryunanamuse. He's played support for them for a while. He's also on the ARAM Naryunanamuse team. Everyone else is kind of a free agent. Aurora Flare rotates from teams from time to time. Coach Mike hasn't participated in a tournament in a while. I'll tab out. Hopefully this loads me in. Oh man, wouldn't that be a tragedy if it did not? Wait a second, make sure it loads. There we go. Okay, well, we'll just talk about the champion or the players here. 8-bit upgrade. His first tournament was last tournament, the arena tournament, which was late in May. Big B Tiger hasn't played in tournament in maybe 4 years. I don't know what made him sign up for this. I'm glad to have him back. I really like Big B Tiger. He's playing off role. His primary role is AD carry and secondary is mid lane. However, all those roles are taken, so he was filled into the support role. Let's check the champion mastery first. So the Champion Mastery system has been updated for those of you that don't follow closely in League of Legends patch notes. So you can go infinitely with the levels. I don't really know the mathematical equation. I don't know what level 24 is with the old Mastery system, to be perfectly honest. But I think level 24, if I had to take a guess, was maybe 200,000, maybe. Don't quote me on that. But of course, in tournament, you have some comfort picks. Zombie Smurf doesn't play too much Braum, but I mean, I feel like I have seen him play Braum. I just don't think he plays normals as much unless it's a tournament, and you don't get mastery points in a tournament atmosphere, at least in the custom games. Coach Mike is just playing on an alternate account that he usually plays a select few champions. Coach Mike just said been stuck at 90%. That's not good. Who just left? It was Aurora Flare. I wonder if he's resetting. The fact that they're still at a delay and I'm 3 minutes behind, that is unfortunate. Let me hop in because I'm the host. It has to be Aurora Flare. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, no way. Unless the whole game reset. That's even worse. Gotta love the technical difficulties. I don't think I'll leak anything if I open. I'll be extra safe and I'll open it up on a separate tab just in case I leak information. Real quick. Try reconnecting. We'll see how that goes. I think I know who it is. The problem with Vanguard is that it makes everyone need to reset their computer, and resetting a computer can take quite a while. I wonder if the whole game just straight up crashed. Oh, okay. Well, at least we see the champions. I'm gonna hop in the voice chat real quick.
Can be items. It's not.
Hey, hey, are you guys in game? Okay, good luck, guys. Okay, we're thinking business, although there will be a pause. Zero Sense has had to turn scripts off. One sec. I wonder. ADC Vanguarded. Oof. Yeah, Vanguard has been quite problematic, in my opinion. Definitely in these tournaments, this is not the first time. There's nothing that I can do, unfortunately, about this. It's pretty rough. Usually, if there was a bug, you could at least reset your PC. Not reset your PC, reset your League of Legends client. But now with Vanguard and it being overprotective, you do need to reset your entire computer, which does take a bit of time. But according to their voice chat that I just hopped in, they are in game. But again, there is a spectator delay, so it could be probably another 5 minutes. Blitz is malware. Uninstall. I don't know about that. Is that true? I haven't heard about anything about Blitz being malware. I haven't used the spectating client in a while, so this will be fun to do. Hmm. Any spicy summoner spells? Nope, pretty standard. Ghost on both AD carries, Exhaust on both supports, Ignite on Echo, and Akali has TP. So that will be interesting to see how the late game plays out with the teleport advantage. Top laners take teleport, junglers take the standard flash smite. Why am I in chat? I didn't mean to chat. Hmm. There we go. Let me make sure that we're all the way live. We are live. Open this up. Zoom out a bit. Boom. There we go. Okay, game one of the best of three. This is the not standard teams because it's a solo tournament. We have Team Zyrus is going back. I wonder why. We have Team Apples, which is the red side here, and then we have versus Team Blueberry, which thankfully is blue side. That will be easy to remember. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it froze. Okay, everyone just sit still for a sec. We're live, right? On the spectator. Yep, we are. Very, very nice. Looks like both teams are playing cautiously, respecting their opponents. Now, there is a bit of a gap between the lanes. Coach Mike hit Challenger last season. Borbgoal peaked Emerald. And then you have 8-Bit Upgrade, though, that was Silver. Zero Zen was Emerald. People Talker, as Coach Mike is trading with Borbgoal. People Talker was Bronze. Xerath was Platinum. However, where balances out a little bit is that Team Blueberry has a bot laners. Another client restart, unfortunate. But as I was saying, Team Blueberry has bot laners. The tree is Diamond, and then Big B Tiger, even though he's not a support main, he's also Masters. That's where it kind of balances out. Aurora Flare is Plat, but is also not an AD carry main, and Zombie Smurf is currently Iron. So quite the variety of quite the variety of skill, as we see. Is someone getting DDoSed as a question? Very doubtful. Quite the variety of skills. So it is going to be kind of interesting to see how this plays out, but it will also be good to know because maybe if this works out and the games are at least fairly close, then this will be something we maintain in the future. If not, then more teams will help to balance it out anyways. Is this LCK? Okay, let me just make sure that we are live again. Hopefully, this is the last technical difficult. Did I pause it? What is going on? Let me click that. Let me go full speed here until it catches up. We saw that trade. Did it pause again? This is... Okay. Something weird is happening, but I think we're live. Oh, brother. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're finally starting the game. Only took 15 minutes. Okay, so both junglers starting in their top jungle. LOL Coach Mike is going to help leash zeros in, which means that Borbko will decide on how he wants to change the lane state. Looks like he's going to go for maybe a 3-wave crash here, setting up the minions for it. Cyrus and people, nice little trades. Coach Mike going for the first strike will have extra damage plus extra gold with the trades, as long as he trades first. Good poke by Coach Mike. Big Weak Tiger goes for hook, lands on Aurora Flare. Aurora Flare flashes. Exhaust turns burned on both supports. Just an aggressive trade there. Cyrus going on people. Nice trade there as well. Tree Hugger hitting them with a max range of the sniper from Philios. Zoning out Zombie Smurf. Coach Mike also abusing the range advantage. Kennen does quite well in this matchup, but Borbgal is building up a nice wave. We'll see if Coach Mike will be able to prevent this wave from crashing. Borbgal might be able to get some lane pressure with proper wave management here. Bot lane, fairly even positioning-wise. Aurora Flare and Zombie Smurf likes freezing that wave there. That's their comfort zone for them, considering the bad trade they took early game. Ooh, good poke by People Talker going on to Zyrus. Zyrus will walk it off, though. I need to take a reset. Does not have teleport, though, so he will fall behind. People winning that trade quite hard. Tag barely misses onto Big B Tiger. I should put up the timers. I think it's the N key. Hook goes out onto Zombie Smurf. Zombie Smurf flashes. Big B Tiger landing these hooks so far. Keep in mind, none of these people have played together before. This is a solo tournament. Actually, no, that's not true. Tree and People Talker are in a team together for ARAM. They're on Team Windrunners. But I don't really consider that much synergy because ARAM's completely different than Summoner's Rift. But overall, these people have never really played together. So this is their first time. It will be interesting to see how synergy will come in these next 2 games, guaranteed. Potentially 3. Okay. Coach Mike. Hook lands from Big B Tiger onto Zombie Smurf. And first blood goes over to the Aphelios. And then there's another fight going in the jungle. 8-bit upgrade flashes. Should be safe. Oh, another trade happening mid. So much is happening across the map. People Talker playing well this lane. But first blood goes on over to the Aphelios. Zombie Smurf will go down. Need to take a reset. CS is in the advantage of Coach Mike. Unsurprisingly, does have the range advantage and is the higher elo player in this lane. Overall gold not too snowbally yet. The Shuriken lands onto the minions, so no trade followed up there. Oh, Borbgal gets poked out. Mike doing a good job making sure that this wave crashes into Borbgal. Mid lane, nothing too crazy happening here. The first dragon of the game is, I believe that's Mountain Soul, or Mountain Drake, excuse me. That's Infernal Drake. That's weird. That doesn't look like an Infernal Drake. It just looks like a Mountain Drag. But anyways, solo kill coming out from Coach Mike taking down Borbgal. Borbgal will have to TP to maintain that to get not too far behind. Let me remove that dragon thing for y'all. Infernal Drake will be the first Drake of the game. Okay. 8-bit upgrade hovering around top side here is not 6, so he will be spotted on that scuttle ward. Big B Tiger gets tagged by the Jinx Sap. Does manage to dodge the Braum Q. People Talker! Ooh, good flash by Zyrus and good aggression by Peepo. Kali is definitely a comfort pick. You can certainly tell this. Taunt comes out from Borbgal onto LOL Coach Mike. Coach Mike gets half HP, but now has the range advantage. Borbgal has no abilities up. No junglers to respond to this. Borbgal hits the Q slow. Coach Mike ults. Borbgal will be able to walk it off, though. 8-bit upgrade, still level 4, not hitting the level 6 Evelyn power spike, roaming around the bot side. Hook comes out by Big Tiger onto Zombie Smurf. Chompers go out, zoning off the tree. Disengage from that. Ooh, Borbergale lands a nice taunt onto Coach Mike from that max range, but I don't think he's going to get much from it. The minion waves are just too aggressive under his tower right now. Void Grubs are up. I think it would be a good call, in my opinion, for the apples to start this up. And it looks like Rengar is curious. I want to see what's happening bot lane, because I think there might be engage. As I stated, there is the engage. Nothing too crazy there. Chompers on the tree again. People Talker going in. Level 6 has a leveled advantage. Zyrus will be okay. Nothing has changed these past few minutes. Lane states have been very similar. 8-bit upgrade. Trying to find a gank here, except he goes for Dragon instead. Zombie Smurf is getting low. He's going to get down. Well, he does get the stun on top of the Chompers. Aurora Flare is trying to get this, but he has no mana. He has no more rocket anymore. And he gets hooked by Big Big Tiger. Big Big Tiger does a nice auto attack reset with his W. Tree misses the Q with a snipe. Uh-oh, but here comes Evelyn. I want to pan back bot. I don't care about top lane. Aurora Flare has no flash, no summoner spells, but he should be able to walk this. Oh, but Big Big Tiger with a flash Q. And Aphelios following up with the ultimate. Ooh, rough bot lane start for Team Apples. But the good news is after that 8-bit did back off the dragon, so they don't get dragon yet. Big B places a ward, doesn't spot the echo. Now he has vision of him, but doesn't pick him off, I should say. 3-0 start on the Aphelios. That must feel great for Tree. Perfect situation for the Aphelios to be in. And I'm sure Big Big Tiger knows a thing or two about supporting because he is an 80 carry main. So he's playing super well so far. I want to see how Evelyn's doing. How do I... Okay. He's about halfway to 6. Rengar is level 7, so Rengar has the advantage XP-wise. Rengar's farming incredibly well, by the way. Most farm in the game. Well, tied with Peepo, pretty much. The Collie. Borgil taking nice trade, has some minions, but hello, Coach Mike's ult takes out that minion wave quickly. Rotobelts for some extra damage. Ooh, misses the Q. We'll be able to get a stun here, maybe. There's the stun. Flashes, Qs. Borgil has a nice shield with the Q, and Coach Mike does not get the kill. Borgil does have flash advantage now on the Coach Mike. Tree has the... What's it called? I think Chakram and Calibrum, I think, are those weapons. Green-white. 8-bit has now hit level 6. He hit this power spike. So he's permanently invisible unless he's close to a pink ward / control ward or near the enemy champion. And Aphelios has the best weapons to fight with. Zombie Smurf and Aurora Flare, I would assume, will play very, very safe here because they don't know where Evelyn is. And they have the best weapons for Aphelios. Ooh, but Big B Tiger finds them. 8-bit upgrade. Nice screening by Zombie Smurf to prevent 8-bit upgrade from finding that. But 8-bit dives, does all out, and Tree does get a kill. But Jinx gets a kill on respawns onto the Evelyn. Here comes Eurozen in the ultimate form. Wants to hunt down that 80 carry. But the 80 carry has the best weapons in the game. Advantage is to refresh his health with the ultimate. And also has the Shen ult on top of that. But Borgil will probably just need to go back to lane. Does not have teleport. So Kennen will take advantage of that roam from Borgil. Ooh, tower diving. Tree, they're tower diving bot 12, and Tree is dominating. 6-0 at 10 minutes. Ah, gotta love the first time chat messages. Obviously, ignore that. I don't want to tab out to delete that. That's all I'll say. Just ignore that message in chat. Obviously, spam. Taking a look at the gold graph, 2k lead for Team Blueberry. Looks like Blueberry are not going to take Dragon. Oh, they're all there. Big CS advantage for everyone on Blueberry, with the exception of top. But, I mean, it's Shen. You're kind of expected to have low CS, especially in a range matchup that you're against, because you're going to be ulting around the map, teleporting around the map. You also just don't have the advantage to poke out a ranged person as Shen. It's a tough matchup. Zombie Smurf rushing Bramble Vest. It's a little early. I think Bramble Vest is fine here, though. I personally think Locket would have been better. I think the Locket into the getting the magic resist against Evelynn and Kali would be big, and with Assassins, you just need to try and protect your 80 carry as much as possible. However, with the red gun for Aphelios, plus the lifesteal that he probably has in his runes, that'll also come nice. Let's go, Rengar jungle. Yes, Bisexual Lion, your favorite. All comes out to Big B Tiger onto Aurora Flare. Root comes out. I don't think they'll be able to get it. Zombie Smurf does a nice ult to disengage. Will protect his 80 carry, but will sacrifice his life for the ADC. Not as good as Rengar top, but you know, we take what we can get, says Bisexual Line in chat. I agree with you. I agree. I think both iterations of Rengar in the jungle and top are exciting. Nothing beats 80 carry Rengar, though. Ooh, TP coming out by Pico, a little aggressive there. Zen jumps on. People Talker is just so clean on this Akali. Cyrus flashes. Oh, also re-engages onto the Peepo. Coach Mike goes in. Seems like there's a lack of coordination. Uh-oh, Tree soloing Aurora Flare, and you do not win that Aurora Flare. Ooh, I'm sorry for you. That's a tough situation to be in. However, he does have some top laners that can maybe carry him and come back from this game. Zen flashes out. Oh, 8-bit flashes. He's in the 1v3 zone, but Borbgill's trying to help them. Flash back in for Big B Tiger. Borbgill will go down, but Xyrus will maybe go down. Hippo finishes off Xyrus. And Tree is legendary at 13 minutes. Oof. Big B Tiger spam pinging the Aphelios. Probably proud of his boy. Probably proud of his 80 carry. And keep in mind, Big B Tiger is an 80 carry main for those of you that don't know. Secondary mid lane, and he's playing support. So I'm sure he's happy to have an 80 carry that he seems to know what he's doing so far. But we'll see if that holds up in the team fighting. You never know. We haven't seen these teams ever team fight yet. No spicy builds this game. Infernal Drake, I don't think I mentioned this, but Infernal Drake was taken by Blueberry. And the next Drake is Hextech Drake. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything that stands out to me here. Objective bounties available soon. Objective bounties, obviously, for Team Apple, the red team. I think we'll get a bit of a standstill for now. Hippo Talker rotated top while Shen is bot. Coach Mike is going for a dive. Hippo Talker not respecting Coach Mike, and Coach Mike is starting to build up a lead here to maybe take out the Fed of Aphelios. Potential dive happening here. Orbigal in a tough situation, but Shen does have some unique abilities to prevent this. Oh, but Zombie Smurf takes so much damage from the tower. Why is the Discord messages popping up? I don't want to know what's happening in the TikTok chat on Discord server right now. Coach Mike will flash out to safety. Oh, ultimate comes out. We didn't even see what... Why did the... Okay, the directed camera messed that up. But Shen goes down. I believe it was the Rengar that got the kill onto the Shen. Maybe Tiger roaming mid. Their Iris still has ult. Beefo Talker, lands on the abilities onto Aurora Flare and gets a 2v1 situation, but here comes Zen. Does proc the Braum passive on top of that. Zen will get the kill in response, and he gets the triumph and lives with how much HP? How much HP does this lad have? He probably had about 18 HP whenever that last tower shot hit there. So does stop People Talker from completely snowballing, because that 2-kill lead would have been pretty massive, considering how far ahead Blueberry is. Yeah, unfortunate game for Zombie Smurf so far. But, I mean, that's kind of the Braum thing in this matchup. If Nautilus gets on top of you, there's just not much else you can do. And Fed Aphelios is tough to deal with, because there's not a whole lot of abilities you can block from Aphelios, with the exception of his auto attacks. What's that shield that he has? Oh, it must be this thing? I can't figure out what this shield is. Oh, wow, shielded. Okay. Got it. That's what it is. They must have changed that. Big CS lead for Blueberry, with the exception of top still. Rift Herald was taken by Blueberry as well. And the Void Grubs. I don't know if anyone got any Void Grubs. I might have missed it. Yeah, I don't think anyone has Void Grubs right now. I think everyone decided not to, which is shocking, because I think Void Grubs are very strong. Next dragon is up in 52 seconds. Rengar is posturing top to maybe gank the Akali. Aurora Flare trying to probably bait people in here. People will not take the bait. I don't believe that he knew he was there, but it's probably safe to say with good comms that he knows that something is kind of fishy. AD carry being on is lonesome as an assassin is just too good to be true. It's way too good to be true to be assassin and seeing an AD carry on their own. Okay, zombie Smurf gets spotted out by ward, so people knows that he's here. Echo waiting around the dragon pit. Braum misses the Q on him. Here's Coach Mike. I think this is smart. It seems like Team Apples are trying to regroup. As you see, 4 of them are on the same side of the map. Orbigal and Xyrus are duking it out, but 8-bit upgrade is going to come and help his top laner. Xyrus still has ultimate, but he will need to ult in a very weird place. He might actually get charmed by Evelynn. There goes the ult. Xyrus does get charmed, and 8-bit upgrade gets the kill. Ooh. A rough start for Xyrus as well, but not all is doom and gloom. Zombie Smurf stops the dash and goes into the chompers for People Talker. Ooh, and Shen ult comes out to prevent the ultimate from executing Peepo. Shen is here to protect the other ninja, and then the dragon is the transformation of Mountain Drake. That's the map transformation. And the second dragon will go to Team Blueberry. The Hextech Drake. So now we got the Mountain Drake. Pretty boring Drake with this comp. Actually, this transformation is really bad for Nautilus because now he has more terrain that, well, it's a double-edged sword. You have more terrain that you can hook onto with mobility, but that means that you need to be more specific with what you're aiming at whenever you're trying to hit a champion, because it's awful to hit a wall if you're trying to aim for a champion most of the time. So kind of unfortunate for Big B Tiger, but I don't think that will impact him too much. Everyone else I don't think really cares about the transformation. Probably a little safer for Jinx because he has a decent attack range over walls, so nothing too impactful here. Baron is up in 57 seconds. Big objective there. But teams are not really too objective focused as Zombie Smurf gets caught out. Echo W will slow down Big B Tiger. Zombie Smurf still going forward. 8-bit upgrade will follow up with the damage along with People Talker and Tree Hugger, and they will take down Zombie Smurf. 07 start. Ooh. Zero Zen can't jump onto Big B Tiger. That's a tank, but will prevent him getting hooked because he bought that early Edge of Night. Vilios immediately crashes in. Unfortunate. Crashes into the wall so they won't get that buffed. Rift Herald, as a dive comes out, and 8-bit upgrades does a nice dive with the ultimate, preventing that. Coach Mike engages, does take the tower to aggro on Big B Tiger, but People Talker will finish this off. Zero Zen follows up, manages to shut down Aphelios. That's huge shutdown. That is a 700 gold shutdown onto Assassin, who can probably assassinate him now with that. But Blueberry is just way too far ahead. I'll probably get the second tower here in the mid lane. Maybe even look to do Baron here in a couple minutes. Lands out onto Braum. I don't think we'll dive this. Braum is pretty tanky at the end of the day. 8-bit upgrade. Oh my gosh, that's got to be so tilting for Zombie Smurf. 8-bit upgrade, barely lives with any HP. We'll take a reset. Good aggression by Big B Tiger. Knows his limits. Oh, and barely dodges the Jinx Rocket just in time. Oh my goodness, that's so sad for Team Apples. Ooh. Okay, Team Apples, how do they get out of this sticky situation that they're currently in? The good news is they can, if they're lucky, stack 4 of the same Drake, and that will feel real good. They do have the Kennen, who's very far ahead, very strong, the strongest member on their team. So good Kennen engage, followed up with a Braum ult and maybe a Jinx Rocket could kind of turn this around. Besides that, I don't know. It's a tough situation. Rengar looking for a pick. The lack of vision. Oh, as Big B Tiger lands a hook, but he has no one to follow him up. Will ult the AD carry, and Xyrus flashes. 8-bit upgrades get spotted by Kennen and Rengar. Reveals himself. Ooh, Big B Tiger. Nice dodge onto the Braum Q. Bit upgrade. I don't really like this fight that Blueberry are taking right now. Zero Zen does stun the Big B Tiger, but a tree is so fed. And here comes the Kennen engage, though. People Talker assassinates the backline. Triple kill for Tree. Aurora Flare will have to ghost out of there. I think just the assassins are too strong right now. And as I stated at the beginning of the game, this game I believe will be snowbally, is what I said. And I am currently correct on that with the 2 assassins in favor of Blueberry. It's so weird because I have an alternate account called Blue Bowie, and I'm so used to referencing myself as that I constantly want to say Blue Bowie. I know I'm going to slip up. But Tree will get the last tower before the inhibitor. Maybe even take the inhibitor out here. I'm not sure if I like this call of taking the inhibitor here, but I guess they want to make sure to try and keep the snowball as aggressive as possible and end maybe within the next 5 to 10 minutes. The reason why I'm not 100% sure of that call is because if you take the inhibitor this early, you have the minions pushing into Team Apples, and they want CS, they want to catch up, and your minions are already stronger because the higher level you are compared to your opponents, plus the more towers you take in, the stronger your minions are. So you're just giving them free CS. However, if you're planning to manage to actually end the game in 5 minutes, then it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But as I was speaking about that, Tree gets caught out. Shenalt does come out, but not powerful enough to protect him. That's big. That was their carry right there. There's no more shutdowns anymore. So, funnily enough, this seems like a one-sided game. It is still definitely in favor of Blueberry, but they're getting these picks quite consistently on the carries that they need to be getting. Both of the carries are down, and they will get the first dragon of the game as Zero Zen gets caught out. 8-bit upgrade cannot get in range yet. Here comes Aurora Flare and LO Coach Mike. They'll back off because they could, unfortunately, not save the Rengar, but they do get the first Drake in the favor of them. Mountain Drake, a little tankiness will work really well into their assassin comp that they're against. Potaka will take the top tower. First top lane tower in favor of Blueberry as they are starting Baron. And guess what? Apples doesn't have vision. So they might have the assumption that they're on it, but they have no vision, no safe way to walk in there. This is completely free unless a Jinx Miracle Rocket comes out, which I would love to see. That would be so sick. But it is not going to come out. Good call on Blueberry for taking the Baron. No contest whatsoever. Apple will need a turtle, and that's all they can do at this point. They're just too far behind, unfortunately, for them. OW. Braum tags the Nautilus. Braum is trying to go for a pick here. Nice damage follow-up, but it's a tank. Big B Tiger flashes. They do get the kill. Tree kills Xyrus as well. But that was the first death for Big B Tiger, so that was probably worth some gold. Not too bad. I think you need anything you can get, even if you lose your mid laner. I think that's honestly worth in this situation. Orb goal splitting up the bot lane, and he does have ultimate, so he can get in range if he needs to. 8-bit upgrade almost gets one shot by Rengar, but not enough damage. Underestimated the damage that he has. Coach Mike is very strong. Proto Belts and ults onto Borbigal. Aurora Flare is also in range. Might need to throw a Jinx Rocket if he gets low enough. Flash stuns. Jinx almost in range. Oh, Jinx doesn't have a rocket. Blocks all the auto attacks. Woo! I thought Borbigal was actually going to get a kill there, but they do get a good pick on the Shen. Blueberry will maintain pressure topside, though, with their Aphelios and People Talker, their Akali. Interesting. Shen's going for a more supportive build. Rush Knight's Vow. I don't know who he put that on. It looks like he put that on Tree. Wait, no, there's two Knight's Vows in this game. He must have put that on People Talker. Yeah, because People Talker has the... I want to see this. Knights. Where is it? Does not say. There's a little icon indicating. So Akali's attached to. To. I'm very confused because they're both pointing towards Nautilus. Does it say who's here? It doesn't. That's unfortunate. I assume Shen, the Orb has the Knight's Vow and People Talker, their mid laner. And I assume that the Nautilus, aka Big B Tiger, has it attached to Aphelios, aka Tree. That would be my assumption. Next dragon in 1 minute and 26 seconds. Yeah, so look at all this farm that Team Apples are getting just from taking the mid inhib. That's why I wasn't the biggest fan of that call. They're getting a lot of free gold. Only a 5k deficit, which I know sounds like a mountain of gold to come back from, but I feel like this game was a lot more snowbally a few minutes ago. And Zombie Smurf hasn't died recently, so he's being a lot more cautious, playing a lot more smart, it seems. Cyrus will spot up the Akali. Oh, but the Gravitum just picks off the Jinx. Cyrus needs to pop out to save himself. People Talker gonna... No! I hate that bug. You saw nothing. You don't know if the game's over or not. Oh, and I can't respect... No way. Wait. Okay, we're good. 8-bit upgrades. Will ult Zonius to protect himself. Zero Zen flashes, but will go down. Tree is on another rampage. Tree on a double kill. Oh, Coach Mike will need to run away. Last man standing on his team. Dragon's up in 10 seconds, but I think they'll just try and push out mid, take that inhibitor again, maybe take the top inhibitor. I think that would be the right call, and have 8-bit upgrade. Take the dragon, which it looks like that's what they are planning on doing. Coach Mike will need a miracle here. He does not have ult. Aurora Flare does have his ultimate, the Jinx Rocket. Oh, but Tree with that collector just shreds people whenever they're low HP. TB coming out for People Talker, trying to end this game right here, right now. They're going to go for the top inhibitor now. 8-bit still working on that Mountain Drake. Will be the third Drake after they get it. And Shen is splitting bot, but he does have teleport if something gets really sour on his team. TP coming out. I'll hide the scoreboard. Rengar, they're trying to go for the fight. This might be their last stand. They're going to go on it. People Talker, Zonia's, these Rengar damage. Couch Mike with the ultimate does get on the backline, but doesn't have enough damage. Aphelios is just too strong. And Baby Tiger and Tree are just so far ahead. It's so unfortunate for Team Apples. I think that will be game. We'll see. Looks like this will be here. First game, but the good news is Team Apples will have side selection for the second game as Big B Tiger lands a hook onto Aurora Flare. Orb Girl and 8-bit and Tree and Big B will now end the game, I would assume. GG is already coming out. Coach Mike will take blue side. I think that's the sign that the game ended, but I'm pretty sure it's obvious here. No spoilers. Team Blueberry will take game 1 in the best of 3. We'll have to see if Team Apples will bounce back from this. I don't know if they have a game set up. Here are the end of game stats. Bit of a rough start, but you have people playing together for the very first time. So we shall see how game 2 goes. You're honest. What do you mean you're honest, team? Munib. Oh, you know Zero. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot you know him. Never mind. That makes sense. Right. Custom. Imagine if I did Howling Abyss. Switched it up. Wasn't there a recently? Did they? No way they got rid of the recently invited. Are you kidding me right now? Shoot. Okay, this will take me a second to reinvite everyone. Roar Flare. Send. Coach Mike, 97. Send. Invited Zero Zen, who messaged me. Gonna load into a training to see if it breaks. Okay. Yeah, he's the one that had connections. Connection issues, I should say. Zombie Smurf, I invited. Haven't invited 8-bit yet. Interesting, interesting Discord wallpaper, whatever you call it. He's already here. Maybe I did invite him. Maybe I'm just completely messing up right now. I definitely didn't invite Big B. I know that for a fact, unless someone else invited him. Someone else must have invited him. Bebo Talker. Wow, that's a cool word that he has in his pronouns. Then tree. Tree. Maybe I should turn streamer mode on. I didn't think I would need it. Okay, now I'm just completely lost. Who are we missing? Borbgoal, check. Tree, check. Big B, check. Peepo, check. It's 8-bit that's missing, who's on the other team again. Please switch. 8-bit. I feel like I never have touched my 8 key in my life. I forgot to turn on the notifications. Oops. Borbgoal, thanks for following. I'm going to turn off. I always forget to turn off those notifications. I'll hide those alerts now. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Anyone else that's following, I don't think your notifications will pop up at this point. But I do appreciate the follows. Getting back here, Aurora Flare. How's it looking? Yeah, I think it's smart for Aurora Flare to test this because there was issues that delayed the game quite a bit. We have Zyrus here. We have Zero Zen, Coach Mike, Zombie Smurf. I think is in spectator. Yep. So we have everyone except Aurora Flare who's testing things. GG Game 1 is still early. Good luck Game 2, says Grizzwar23. I agree. Game 2 should be interesting now that everyone kind of knows everybody's strengths and weaknesses. Aurora Flare. Why? 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 It says he's still in game. I don't know why I said he. I'm seeing so many crazy stuff. And in case you're wondering, my answer, no. I would not. They're disgusting, I bet. Think of all the dirt she is walking on. She's barefoot. That's repulsive. Go ahead, judge me. I don't care. I'm just being truthful. Also, another weird thing, and I've known this for a while, but I just played it recently, which is in my head. There is only one champion in the game that I'm aware of that you can hear their footsteps. Since we're on the topic of feet, my favorite subject. It's Kled whenever he's mounted on Skarl. And I always thought, like, that's weird. Why would they program footsteps into Skarl, but not anyone else? Or do the sound design? I don't get the reasoning behind it. It's very strange. Anyways, thanks for coming to my talk about feet. And speaking of defeat, Team Blueberry... Team Apples was the first people to be defeated in the first game. And Bisexual Lion, I'm just going to skim over that. It's extra seasoning. Okay. Gonna take a sip of water on that one. Is he still in game? Oh, he's offline. Aurora! He's been invited. Is he just... Did you get invite? Question mark. I saw someone, I'm not going to reply to this yet, but I swear I saw someone message asking about when the next arena tournament is. I haven't made any announcement yet, but I'm planning on doing another arena tournament sometime next month. I do. I mean, it's kind of a mess because I put everyone that was in the arena tournament in it. But I do, yeah. I have one for Blue Ball Boys, Nar. I'm down for that. Windrunners, all of them. No. Uh, I'm not. I'm not redoing that. I'm not redoing that typo. Yeah, I try and do that to be organized for inviting. I have a lot of folders, as you can see. Is there one for Team Stonks? There used to be. It's gone. It's gone, unfortunately. Well, it didn't make any sense. I mean, I won't say his IRL name, but Lord Azurpan, whatever his summoner name is right now, is oh, wall draft. I should have set that up. What am I doing? I forgot. Oopsies. Um Hang on. So we have blue side is apples, red side is blueberries. This is confusing. The fact that blueberry is not blue is messing me up. I'm gonna hop in their chat just to make sure they see this. Oops. Yo, did you guys get to see the link in chat? Okay. Zero. Zero, you there? Did you see the link in chat? Okay. Epic. Good luck. Alright, alright, alright. I'm gonna have so much time to discuss things. Using lol draft? Some of us will have the chat bugged. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was reading a DM. Um, 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 um. Yeah. Uh. Oh, I can't reveal this. We'll just put it there. My bad. I mean, that's old stuff. Grr, this is so frustrating. League, please fix your client. I beg. Anything being typed in chat? Ready for draft? Ready? It seems like they're ready. I'll put this on the screen. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, Team Stonks, unfortunately, rest in peace. It is gone. Yeah, it's just what happened was the bot laners disappeared. Lord Azurpan and his brother stopped playing, it seemed, in the tournaments. And it was just you, unfortunately, bisexual alliance. Well, fortunately, we still had you. And then you rotated and are you not amused, though? So I got rid of the folder. Unfortunately, always a sad day. I always dream and hope that Stonks one day returns. I've been broke ever since Stonks have disappeared. We are going to have plenty of time to talk about draft, so I'm going to speak very slowly to try and delay the time and the awkward silence. So as you can see here, Apple has decided to ban a collie because People Talker popped off on that pick, which was, I'm sure, probably unexpected because People Talker, let me double check this. I think he's ranked bronze. Let me see. I can check. Solo attorney signups. Yeah, bronze. He's bronze. But he played it shockingly well. I think Akali is a comfort pick for him. Let's pull the draft back up. Then we have Nautilus against Big B Tiger. He played really well. And Rumble. I don't know what is with the Rumble. Someone must have insane stats on Rumble for the bans. On the opposing side, you have Camille first pick or first ban. That's not surprising. LOL Coach Mike is very comfortable with that pick. Corky ban, I think, is just OP, as I previously stated in the previous game. And Morgana, probably just a comfort pick for Zombie Smurf, trying to ban him out. First pick for Team Apples. Their attempt to make a redemption is Jarvan. That will probably be piloted by Zero Zen, but who knows? Jarvan can be flexed in many roles if you're brave enough. And Galio, I'd assume mid. That's the standard position. Evelyn, another Evelyn game for Blueberry, so comfort pick clearly for 8-bit upgrade. We'll see how the comp rounds out for Blueberry. I don't really like Evelyn with Galio. I think it's a little too much AP damage, and you don't really have much synergy with Evelyn and Galio. Evelyn kind of needs to wait to go in, doesn't throw her whole body. And by the time you do throw your body in there, you ult away, and then Galio can't ult. But that's can all change depending on the composition that Blueberry decides to go as their final draft. Seraphine. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if that's Seraphine bottom lane slash AD carry, quote unquote. Bisexual Alliance says, I think Rumble is just a solid pick in general, has big damage and pretty tanky. I agree. Rumble's never really been a bad pick, in my opinion. But even so, to ban it. I also feel like Rumble has some good counters if they pick it early. Yasuo locked in here. Okay. Very, very, very different draft for Team Apple. Solid engage and follow up for Team Apple here. It would appear that they're playing more for a team fight oriented comp so far. Blueberry, last pick before the second round of bans. Ashe. That Ashe is strong, let me tell you. Very comfortable pick, I would assume, just in general. Ashe is not a very complicated champion to play. I believe Ashe is really strong with the item changes. So, solid pick, and that is engage that they're kind of lacking right now. Galio can engage, but he's more of a follow-upper rather than an engager. So, I think a solid pick here. Still not the best with Galio. Unless he follows up to purposely disengage with Jarvan, which is situational. Last ban phase coming. Red ban, no ban. Must have been a mistake. Unless there was a bug. Hopefully there's not a bug. I don't want another bug. I wonder if something bugged out. Why are both people not banning? Anything being typed in chat? Nope. There's an Amumu ban. Okay, well they know. Strange. Okay, then they immediately ban Ken. Okay. So they're target banning LOL Coach Mike. I'll be very curious to see what he plays here. I have a prediction. I don't want to say what that prediction is in case they're listening to this on Twitch, because this is being live drafted. But I'll say my prediction after this ends. Or in case they do actually lock it in on what I think Coach Mike might play. And then the final two picks for both sides. Team Blueberry. I hope we see a good solid engager for Blueberry to really round out this Galio comp. They need a tank top or something. Karma? Okay. Karma's decent. I think it's going to be a little difficult with the range that Seraphine has and also Yasuo Windwall. But Karma Ashe is a pretty good combination. You kind of play off of each other quite well. Now we know. I would assume I would bank. I would put my money on the fact that Blueberry's picking a tank here, top lane, and that means if they do, they have a lot of variety. Unless it's Yasuo top, which would change things. Ari. Interesting. Okay. I really don't know. The Apples draft is confusing me. I don't know who's going where at this point. Last pick coming out. Maybe this will make me understand things more. Blitz? What? Okay. I am. This is why I would guess. No, what? I'm so confused. I don't think the comp is necessarily bad on Apple. I'm just confused on where they're going. It could be Yasuo top, Seraphine Blitz bot, Ari mid, and Jarvan jungle would be my prediction. Okay. All right, Blueberry's last pick of the draft, Jace. Both drafts very different than what I would have expected. I assume that's them saying ready. It is. Zyrus is the leader. Hopefully he knows. He does know. Perfect. All right, well, we're just going to see the same draft, so I'm just going to hide this. Let's talk a little bit more about the draft here. Feel free to say anything in chat for you spectators, your opinions, thoughts, strengths, weaknesses. But in my opinion, assuming that it's Yasuo top, Ari Jarvan jungle, Ari mid. No wait. Yasuo top, Jarvan jungle, Ari mid, Seraphine bot, and Blitzcrank support. I don't really know. They definitely have insane engage and pick potential on Apple. And maybe they're trying to play around that more because it felt like they were lacking, no disrespect to Team Apples. I'm just a guy trying to point out and discuss things. It seemed like Apples were kind of lacking a bit on their individual performance, but it did seem like whenever they were grouped in the last game, they were playing a lot better. And this composition is a lot better overall for team fighting. Blueberry just seems like they picked what they wanted to pick, to be honest. I don't really see Galio synergizing much with these champions at all. I mean, Jace Galio is okay, but you're really relying on insane Ashe ultimates, and the Ashe ultimates could be wind-walled easily if we also has good reaction time. Which, assuming if Coach Mike is playing it, he hit Challenger last season, so he's pretty good. I would have faith that he could win well in Ashe ult. And then Karma, if Blueberry gets ahead, they win the game, 100%. If they go even, I think Apple will just outscale them in pure team fights. And Blitzcrank, Zombie Smurf. Okay, so they all pick their own champions. So it is Zyrus playing Yasuo. I was wrong. It's Ari top. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Well, I still think Zyrus is a skilled enough player to dodge or win well the Ashe ults. We'll see if I cast or cursed him. And Ari top, I think just I mean, I know it's a comfort pick for Coach Mike if his normal picks are banned. I think Ari into Jace actually isn't too bad. I think Ari into Jace is a good matchup. Just because you have an ultimate that can dodge Jace's engage. The charm would come out well if the Jace jumps on top of you. I don't really see how Jace would do well into an Ari lane, but we'll see if he proves me wrong. Overall, I definitely like Apple's comp over better, and also I think Apple's comp is much better than the comp they drafted last match. And then Blueberry, yeah, I don't know. It does just seem like they wanted to pick what they wanted to pick. And sometimes that works out. If that's what you're comfortable with and you think that's the best strat, then go for it. You have the lead anyway, so you might as well play for fun if it's best of 3. Now we have 3 minutes to discuss some things. I got nothing, to be honest. I feel like I've talked about everything here. The games probably won't be as snowbally as last game because there's only one assassin. Unless Jarvan's going full 80 assassin, but typically I think you go more of a bruiser build than assassin build. Let's look it up. I'll look it up as we're speaking. Jarvan u.gg. What's the common Jarvan build right now? Jungle, Conquer, yeah, more bruiser, and then building in Frozen Heart and going more tanky. Pretty normal. That's been the way it has been for a while. Don't think it'll be as snowbally. Also, there's a lot of solid disengage with maybe a Seraphine ult or Galio. I think this will be a more standard comp and more even game. My prediction was right on the first game, though, so I'm trying to bank on 2 predictions in a row. For those of you that have just tuned in or maybe skipped to this part in the VOD, this is game 2 of a best of 3. This team apples versus blueberries. I want to be cautious opening up Discord. Yep, we're good. These are 2 team comps. You have Team Apple, who's currently down 0-1 in the best of 3. Coach Mike top, Zero Zen RL jungle, Cyrus Aurora Flare bot, and Zombie Smurf support versus Blueberry, who's currently up 1-0 against Apple. Orb Gold top, 8-bit upgrade jungle, Peepo Talker mid, Tree in the bottom lane, and Big B Tiger in the support role. Game 2 should be I think this will be a more exciting one because it seems like both team comps are more built around team fighting rather than just assassinating and getting picks. In terms of matchups, I would assume, as I previously stated, Ahri wins the matchup against Jace. Evelynn and Jarvan, I don't think it really matters. Jarvan has enough mobility to get away from Evelynn, but Evelynn can be stealthy enough to really be spotted from Jarvan unless he lands a nice flag. Yasuo versus Galio. I think Galio does alright in that matchup. Galio's just tanky enough and can taunt if Yasuo uses the minion wave to his advantage. Seraphine Blitzcrank. I mean, Ashe isn't very mobile. Karma needs to time her shields quite well to get a proper speed boost dodge abilities. I think, honestly, if Blitzcrank lands hooks, bot lane will win in terms of matchup for Team Apples. But if Blitzcrank does not land hooks, you still have a lot of range with Seraphine. Let's make sure we are live. We are. And here we are in Game 2 of the best of 3. Team Apples versus Team Blueberries in the solo Summoner's Rift tournament. Any standard crazy items? Switch Jarvan and Cyrus. Jarvan and Yasuo. That looks good. Switch back to directed cam. Looks like another standard start. No Blitzcrank invade. Want to play it a bit more safe. They're trying to fight for that Raptor ward, I believe. Zero Zen really wants to get the vision to know where the enemy jungler, the Evelynn, will be going, pathing-wise. Peepo Talker doing a little dance. Zero Zen does get the ward on the red buff. But Apples know that because they ping the red buff. Excuse me, Blueberry knows that. I keep thinking Blueberry is still blue. And it was my fault. I'm the one that named them apples and blueberries just because I wanted really simple names. I didn't think of that. What other fruit is named blue? As Blue Orb go, screw my conversation. Oh, Coach Mike starts Charm level 1. Proxy Electrocute and throws in some autos, but they're about even on the trade overall. Coach Mike will chug a potion. Jace will hold on to his 2 potions. Where did he get 5 gold from? What? What's the... I thought the key... I swear the key for checking gold was X, but it's not working. Is it C? V? B? N? No, that's Dragon Timers. It's Fog of War. Very bizarre. I don't know. Maybe they changed it. Maybe I'm getting a bug. Okay, let's zoom out a bit more. I like it really zoomed out, personally. Peepo Talker going for the passive auto attack plus the farming wave tactic. Orb Goal gets pokes out Ahri. Hello, Coach Mike. Interesting. 8-bit upgrade decided to start top this game. And then Zero Zen started the normal start of bot side. Oh, no, taunt comes out from Peepo Talker. This game seems a bit more even in the early game. I felt like it was a bit snowbally from level 1 and 2. Charm lands onto Borb Goal. Ahri procs the Electrocute for a decent trade. I'll be curious to see how jungle goes too, because Rengar last game, Zero Zen, got a big lead on jungle camps farm, and then 8-bit was a little far behind, so I'll be curious to see if the champion difference will matter in terms of farming. Talker lands a taunt onto Cyrus, but won't accomplish much with that. No potions left for either of the mid laners. Good poke by the Karma. Aurora Flare does stay in the Mantra queue. Does take a little bit extra poke than he probably would have liked. I do kind of want to watch bot lane a bit closely unless something is crazy. Because the directed camera, I usually leave that on. I might kind of ignore that for now, for a little bit. I kind of just want to see. Let's try and cook. Come out. I want to see how they play this. Are they just going to play patiently and try and wait for late game for picks? Throw it out? Because I don't think Aurora Flare or Seraphine has enough damage to really follow up. First Drake of the game will be in 1 minute and 8 seconds. It will be the Ocean Drake. Orb goal. Getting very low. Good Q from Coach Mike, hitting both of them, going the frontwards and backwards. Charm lands onto the Xyrus. Good trade. Aurora Flare is playing a lot more safely. I don't know if Zombie Smurf has even thrown a hook yet. There's a hook. Fortunately misses there. Okay, you guys can farm up and scale. Big B Tiger goes for the W. Will not land the root, but will get the base damage from the W. Orbigal has now used all of his potions. Coach Mike is playing this matchup quite well, making sure to keep him shoved in and taking a CS advantage. CS-wise, over the board is in favor of Apples, with the exception of bot lane, but there's only 4 CS difference. The Aurora Flare is going to get the wave crashing into him. First Mantra Q tags the Aurora Flare, but he'll be fine for now. Dragon is now going to spawn in 5 seconds. Charm misses, but the Q, both the front and back, hits the Jace. Trigger gets a speed boost from the Karma, throws in some autos on Zombie Smurf, but Aurora Flare shields his support. The trade wasn't that big of a deal at the end of the day. Both junglers going Gust Walker, and for those of you that need a refresher, whenever you level this up, you get movement speed in brushes / bushes, whatever you know them as. The movement speed will feel quite good on Evelyn. Jarvan is just good in general. Good at roaming. Good at, I think, competitive environments. 8-bit upgrade flashes. Coach Mike flashes in response to save himself. Flash for flash. That's worth for 8-bit upgrade, I'd assume, because he took, I don't know his runes. Is there a way to see runes here? Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, never mind. I take that back. I thought he might have had Cosmic Insight. He does not. He took Gathering Storm and the health one, where if you have more health, you deal more damage. I can't remember what that's called at the top of my head. I'm really bummed that the gold graph thing doesn't work. 8-bit upgrade. Sees that the jungler is in his jungle, along with the mid laner, so back him off. But upgrade bot sweeper early. Also gets taunted. Will not lose too much. Uh-oh, Zombie Smurf does need to flash out of there. BB Tiger doing a good job poking and making sure to properly utilize his W. Yasuo and Galio. Galio is so this is a really tough spot because you don't want to give up this wave. And Peepo doesn't have any TP. Zero Zen ganking bot. Big B Tiger flashes. And Zero Zen, we'll be curious to see what he does next. Because now 8-bit upgrade is here, and 8-bit upgrade has not been spotted. Now he has good ward by Zero Zen to make sure that the jungler was not there, but he spots him, knows that he's there. Jarvan and Evelyn might meet up again, though, here. And Xyrus is going in as well. Zero Zen is going to try and kill 8-bit upgrade. Xyrus is very far away, and I think he even flashed to get there quicker. Doesn't get anything from it. A much more slower paced game so far, which Apples wants. They want to scale for late game team fighting. So this is good for Team Apples if you're a Team Apples fan. I know that if he's still here, Munib is rooting for Zero Zen. So Munib should be happy about this if he's still here. I'm surprised that there's such a lack of priority on Void Grubs unless it doesn't show in the client, because I didn't notice anyone taking Void Grubs last game. Team Blueberry does have the control ward on it, though, so they're being protective of it at least. Efficient farming by the Jarvan, trying to get 2 camps at once. Galio looking to maybe ult topside, I assume, because he's walking top, unless he's just hitting the Scryer's Bloom. Jarvan's pathing bottom and doesn't have any camps, so I'm assuming he's maybe looking to gank mid or bot here. No spicy builds here. I'm also, one thing that I forgot to mention is I'm a little surprised to see Yasuo. Yasuo is very weak. I know it's a comfort pick for Xyrus, but even so, as Hook barely misses, even so, I think Yasuo is just so bad right now in terms of the game because of the item changes. But he's doing alright so far, so it's a matter of skill, not a matter of champion stats. And speaking of stats, we might get the first Dragon stats of the game as Team Apples are rotating on Dragon. It seems like Apples are a lot more calm this game and playing it more slowly and methodically. As Aurora Flare lands a 2-man ultimate, Blitzcrank Hook comes out. Zero Zen probably doesn't have any abilities because it just took Dragon. Slowed with his W, knocks up the Ashe, gets first blood onto the Jarvan. Big B Tiger is now trapped in the cage, and that will be 2 kills for Team Apples. 1 kill for Aurora Flare, the Seraphine, and 1 kill for Jarvan, the jungler, aka Zero Zen Rocket League. And yes, that's what RL stands for, I asked him. Red team does take the Void Grubs in response, so good trade, honestly, overall. Better for Team Apples, but you take what you can get in this scenario if you're Team Blueberry. And here's that synergy I was talking about. I don't like that Evelyn synergy as much. 8-bit upgrade does ult out. People Talker does follow up with the 8-bit upgrade. Xyrus goes in with the ultimate. Charmalands by Coach Mike. People Talker needs to walk this out, but he has no flash, and he will go down. Coach Mike with a kill, along with Xyrus with a kill. Everyone is getting an even amount of kills this game. Look at that. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 0-0-2. They need to change that. Zombie Smurf is trolling. What's interesting about this game is you can't really pinpoint anyone doing... I need to figure out how to do this. Maybe I do need to turn on streamer mode. I forgot about that. I don't like having the DMs pop up in case something private appears. And I don't want to do it now because it looks like there's something big happening. Zero Zen gets caught out by Big B Tiger, but I don't know if it's going to be that big of a deal because he has that swag flag, which he got out. Blueberry will take the scuttle. Borbgal goes in. Does get hit by a Coach Mike. I can't tell if Borbgal is struggling dodging these Qs or Coach Mike is insanely good at landing them. I think Coach Mike is literally just landing some really clutch ones. As I say that, it lands a nice Charm and Q. And the W Electrocute proc. That was massive damage. I'm really shocked that actually executed him. Well played to Coach Mike. Taunt comes out. Along with a Charm potential follow-up by 8-bit upgrade. Flashes does land the Charm, half health the Xyrus. Tries to use a minion wave to go wave. Does have a tornado. Knocks up both of them. Will re-engage and get the passive shield. And will be able to not actually survive. I thought he was lucky. Ooh, Zero Zen and Rocket League manages to miss the flag and drag. 8-bit upgrade will go down. Zero Zen is 1v1 with People Talker now. People Talker now will use all of his abilities. He's got to get out of there. Zero Zen throws a thumbs up, knowing that he's doomed. And double kill goes on over to Zero Zen. Completely different game. What a completely change of pace. We had a complete snowball early game from Team Blueberry last game, and now we have a complete snowball so far from Team Apples. It looks like a completely different team so far. Zombie Smurf goes for... Oh, barely misses. Good attempt by Zombie Smurf. The beauty of this is you don't really need to land hooks in this matchup, because you just kind of need to sit back, farm, and scale. You'll be just fine without landing hooks. Oh my goodness, that damage is gross. Chunks. Jace, as 8-bit upgrade goes here, misses another charm. Looks like 8-bit upgrade decides to not follow that up as Jarvan rotates mid, maybe looking for a pick on Gallia. Zombie Smurf goes forward. Oh, Big B Tiger, kind of nervous there. Does flash the Zombie Smurf Q, which might have hit, might have not. Oh, Tree Hugger ults. Zombie Smurf ults back in response, but ults back. Maybe they'll get a shutdown on Ashe, and Aurora Flare does get a Ashe kill, and a double kill with the same ultimate with Evelyn. Meanwhile, mid lane, People Talker goes down by Xyrus and Zero Zen. Zero Zen is playing mid lane quite a bit this game. And they'll try and get some plates mid, and bottom lane does actually manage to get one out of that scenario. Tough call to do because he didn't know Evelyn was coming. So not the worst case scenario for Team Blueberry. Team Apple. Also not the worst case scenario for Team Apple either. Team Blueberry. Jeez. I'm going to get so mixed up on the fact that Blueberry is not blue. As you have already noticed. We're going to ignore that though. Move on to more specific things. Swifties built onto Blitzcrank. This is pretty important because that reduces the slow on your W, your self slow. And you also have a decent amount of slows with the Karma and Ashe lane anyway, so I don't think that's a bad build at all. I think that's actually the best boots you could build on Blitzcrank in this game. Uh, as for everything else, nice wind wall to block the Jace Q. Nothing really interesting to report build-wise. Pretty standard stuff. Galio is going tank, it looks like. He built Sunfire Cape. That's interesting. Not going full AB or Rod of Ages or anything like that. Malignant's built on the Ahri, which will feel great with how well he's snowballing. Wolgraf still 3k gold lead for Team Apples. This is one of the newer items. Blackfire Torch. I don't know if he's going to go Leandries and go the double burn build. Nice dodge by 8-bit upgrade to dodge both abilities. Oh, but doesn't dodge the Jarvan Jarvan E. Blitzcrank lands a hook onto Big B Tiger, but doesn't have the Seraphine to follow up. We'll get rooted. Tree will manage to slowly whittle him down. I think we'll get the kill, and will get the kill. That's Zombie Smurf's second death of the game. Ashault comes out. Ooh, but here comes Jarvan. Jarvan might be able to clean this up. He is very strong. Big B Tiger and Tree will need to kite perfectly. Good flash by Tree, but Zero Zen is in a position where he can just walk out of it. That was honestly a good attempt by Zero, because even though he missed, he was still able to walk away. Coach Mike is also strong. We have two of the strongest members of Team Apples in the bottom lane right now, but they will decide to... Okay, never mind. I was going to say back off, but maybe they're doing something else. I don't know where Coach Mike is going, but he does spot 8-bit upgrade. 8-bit upgrade will have to rotate mid. Does land the charm. Does a decent... Oh my goodness! 8-bit upgrade completely turns it around onto the Coach Mike, who I'm sure was not anticipating that damage. Good punish by 8-bit upgrade. I'm shocked. I mean, this guy... I'm not flaming anyone. But he's silver, and he's playing really well. 8-bit upgrade is silver, and he's playing really, really well these games. Oh, nice hook from Zombie Smurf. Aurora Flare will have the damage. There's a 3-man ultimate, but no one will be able to follow up, so I got a little too hyped for nothing. But good pick onto the Karma. Good hook by Zombie Smurf. Good damage follow-up by Aurora Flare. Aurora Flare and Zombie Smurf look like completely different laners this game. I love to see that. Orb Goal goes in, and Aurora Flare gets a kill. Nice charm lands by level up Coach Mike. They're downward diving this. Aurora Flare flashes, and they get the kill. And Coach Mike gets the health back from the Ahri passive and will survive with a double kill. Woo! Solid game from... It's so funny. It looks like a completely different team. And again, this is very good, because I think that Team Apples, as I stated at the beginning of the game, just have a perfect team fight comp early in the game. They will scale very, very well. So they're in a very good spot right now, I would say. Galio has no boots yet, but does have TP. And interesting. Support-wise, nothing interesting there. Pretty standard stuff. Ooh, good dodge by People Talker. Re-engages. Big B Tiger is here. People Talker lands the... Ooh, good flash by Xyrus. Disengages everything with that. Aurora Flare TP just to be safe. But that's okay. They will lose some farm on the bottom lane for that TP instead of TPing bot. Coach Mike is just zoning Borbgirl the best of his ability. Borbgirl actually, it does have a farm advantage though, so he's doing alright. Considering he's 0-2, he's not that far behind. In fact, he's the same level as LOL Coach Mike. Or people mid. Wind Wall comes out by Xyrus, which I was talking about earlier. Does counter Ashe quite hard. But, yes, if you just move to the side of the wall and fire an ult, that works too. Charm lands. My goodness, Coach Mike is landing these charms left, right, and center. Gets another solo kill onto the Jace. Aplit flashes the charm, and LOL Coach Mike flashes that, but he's under tower. Will he be able to saw enough time? And he does! Zero Zen follows up. LOL Coach Mike with the thumbs up. Well played to Coach Mike. Tough situation. I mean, you needed to try and go for that kill to stop the Ahri snowball, but they both flashed, and it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. The Rift Herald will do massive damage with him riding that, and also having the Void Grubby spawn as well. Ooh, Zero Zen. So fun fact, I didn't mention this at all. Borbgol and Zero Zen are actually teammates. They're arena teammates. And based off of the rules, I needed to separate them because I didn't want people that were teammates previously to be on the same team for this tournament. So it is kind of interesting. I'm a little surprised. I expected Zero Zen to kind of camp top because that's his buddy, Borbgol. But hasn't really camped top too much, especially this game. Yasuo going for the 1v1 against People Talker. Lands the Tornado knockup with an ult follow-up. People Talker re-engages. Does flash away. Be able to walk this one off. I feel like People Talker hasn't bought an item in ages. Am I wrong? I swear he said Sunfire, Cape, Doran Shield, Tier, and Boots. For, it feels like 8 minutes. The gold lead has ballooned slightly. It's now a 7k gold lead, just about, in favor of Team Apples. Dragon is up in 53 seconds. Chemtech Drake would be pretty fantastic for Team Blueberry. Wouldn't be too... Actually, no, it would be fantastic for both teams. Both teams have a decent amount of shielding. You have shielding with the Jarvan, you have shielding with the Seraphine, you have shielding with the Blitzcrank passive. And on Team Blueberry, you have shielding with the Galio, and you have shielding with the Karma. So both team comps probably want these Chemtech Drakes. And the Tenacity works well because both teams have a lot of CC. Baron buff is also now officially on the table. Well, in 8 seconds if we're being nitpicky here. Don't think anyone will go for Baron anytime soon. A little too risky. But dragons are definitely on the table. If I was on either one of these teams, I'd be screaming, we need drag. Char misses, as does the hook. Zombie Smurf will just walk away. Zero Zen is here. Yasuo is bot side. Galio takes the Blast Cone and taunts 2 of them. Jarvan takes the Ashe ult. 2-man ultimate by the Seraphine. Jarvan ult follows up. People Talker goes down. We have our Ashe kiting perfectly on the backline, but not perfectly enough to protect his support. Double kill for Coach Mike. He is so strong. Treehugger does ghost. Jarvan and Ahri tries to chase. Ahri Charm misses. Coach Mike misses the Q. Treehugger will get away from that one. And then Team Apples will start the dragon. But we have Borbgirl poking on the side potentially. Maybe trying to go for a steal here. They did clear the vision. Borbgirl will need a crazy shot. But Coach Mike is also coming. Misses. Borbgirl needs to run now. There is 4 men chasing him right this second. Borbgirl. Hide the scoreboard here. Oh, I think he's dead. Does he have He has nothing. He has flash, with no way he's flashing out of this. Oh, Zombie Smurf flat. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're kidding me. No way he actually gets out of this. Nope, he does not. Mike gets another kill. Nice try. Nice attempt to get out of it. 2-man tornado, but Xyrus goes down. 8-Bit will take that kill. Aurora Flare will be going down as well. Zero Zen re-engages after his teammates are dead, but Coach Mike is here. Will they be able to 2v4 the rest of this? Good ultimate from the Galio to prevent them from dying. Gave them magic resist shields against the insane Ahri damage. Good taunt to try and dissuade the Zero Zen to engage, but he will still engage. Big B flashes away. Will under tower and dodges the Q. I don't know if that was intentional, but the flag comes in clutch. Finishes off the Karma. If Big B Tiger intentionally dodged that, that was a crazy dodge. But he did not dodge the flag, unfortunately for him. But fortunately for Zero Zen, is popping off this game. 6:06. Here comes 8-Bit Upgrade. Eyeing Zero Zen, the one-shot. Zombie Smurf needs to peel him off, and he's doing a good job doing that. Zero Zen looking to maybe re-engage here. Flash with the knockup of the EQ. 8-Bit Upgrade will go back to base and be okay. Seraphine ult lands onto Ashe, but Ashe will be okay as well. That was a nice EQ. Oh, never mind. The burn. The Blackfire Torchburn actually kills the Ashe unexpectedly, from my perspective. My mistake. Well done to Aurora Flare. Oh no, Jace is caught out again. Coach Mike is just so strong, and he built Lichbane. Interesting. I don't think that's meta, but I mean, if you're that fed, you could probably build whatever you want. Ooh, good try, but Aurora Flare does land the root, so the hook missing is irrelevant. Good pick. I should have took a screenshot of the first game. Oh, Coach Mike flash and lands the charm onto Big B Tiger, killing the Karma. And they'll take the second tower in the mid lane. Yeah, I mean, it's so fascinating. Team Apples just looks like a completely different team. And they do have a great pick comp, and they're playing around that flawlessly so far. Zero's End engages onto the tree. Tree can't do anything here. Tree's just dead. No flash, no ghost, nothing. Iris trying to 1v1. Borgul under tower. Zombie misses the hook. I don't think they would have been able to do much with the hook anyways. No big deal. Team Apples are trying to get lane pressure to maybe end the game here. People Talker is splitting top though, so they will get some tower gold plating. Sorry, bounty tower gold, what I should have said. 8-bit upgrade is now very, very deep under tower. Ah, son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. I hate how it does that. Sorry, I missed that. But if I didn't move that, then you wouldn't have known who won this game. Although, it looks like you might already know based off of the how this game's going so far. Zero's End will go onto the tree. We'll get taunted by People Talker. I think even if he dies, it doesn't even really matter at this stage of the game. 10k gold lead in favor of Apples. People Talker flash knocks up Coach Mike. Coach Mike has no mana at all. Coach Mike throws the thumbs up. I think Coach Mike is out of this. Oops, didn't mean to pause. My mistake. Coach Mike will walk it off. Yeah, I think this will be a tough game to come back from for Blueberry. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You just need to try your best to poke them out, I guess, and then try to engage on your poke. Riftmaker built for the Galio. Interesting build going on here. Also completed the Fibblewitter, so we'll get a shield every time he either knocks someone up with his E or taunts someone with his W, so that will feel kind of nice. Now also we'll stack it up with the Chemtech Drakes if they're able to get any. Assault comes out, will miss Coach Mike. Coach Mike dodges that one out. It does actually... Okay, he did miss the ult. He just hit Aurora Flare, someone he wasn't intentionally trying to hit. Coach Mike gets knocked up, but Jarvan protects his Coach Mike. Don't touch my coach! Coach Mike gets the kill onto Karma. Big B Tiger, People Talker is deep in there. Zombie Smurf just needs to frontline and do whatever he needs to do to peel off his team and wins this. Aurora Flare with the ultimate charm. 8-bit upgrade goes into Zonia's. Will be finished off by Coach Mike. People Talker running for the hills. Vorpal is down. And Zero Zen RL will get a triple kill, a 3-piece. And I assume this will be the end of the game. Not much else to say here as they wrap it up. This will be the end of the game. Team Apples will take the 1-1 tie now in the best of 3. So we'll have a Game 3 finals. And this is absolutely fascinating. Okay, I'll show the stats now. So that was obviously, as you just saw, was a bit of a snowball by Team Apples. What's interesting is that I purposely balanced the team, so each team is fairly balanced on the overall average rank. But this is the fascinating thing. The previous game, let me see if I can see it in match history. And I'll set up the next game. Will it appear in match history? Nope, it doesn't. But the previous game was a complete snowball in favor of Blueberry. So both games were complete snowballs, which is not what I anticipated at all. I thought every game would be evenly matched. So I don't know what to make of this. So based off of this, it's either Blueberry is going to snowball this game and win the whole thing, or it's going to be a completely even game. Hopefully it's an exciting, even game. We shall see, though, in Game 3 here, as I will set up everyone. Zombie Smurf. Anyone here that I can invite? Aurora Flare. Tree. That's 7, so we're missing Coach Mike. Blueberry has the, whatchamacallit, side selection. I think it's 97. Not found, fine. Oh, I see what happens. It's end. Yep, that's my fault. Send invite. Blueberry has side selection. I really hope Blueberry, for my sake, takes blue side. Nice turnaround this game makes for good viewing. I agree, Grizz Ward. I completely agree. Hope we have a good even game here. All right, who haven't I invited? Zero Zen's here. Zombie Smurf has been invited. Zyrus is invited. 8-bit Upgrade invited. Big B Tiger. I always forget about him, unfortunately, because he's just not in my normal area. 9529. Big B Tiger's invited. Borgol invited. Peepo has not been. Oh, he's here. I think everyone's here, right? Yeah, everyone's here. I just don't know what side Blueberry wants. I assume they're lined up in Team 1 because they want Team 1. They want blue. Probably set up the drafts. I'll do that now. We'll say for now, blue is blueberries. Blueberry versus apple. Create. Thank you, big boy. Okay. Right. I'll do this in the whatchamacallit, in the private Discord thing, so strategies aren't leaked. Copy. Blue side draft. Send apples theirs. Red side draft at 0. And then spectator. I'm sending this privately, that's why you can't see anything. Okay, let's open up the draft. See how things are cooking up so far. Actually, wait a minute. I want to do this differently. I'm doing this in the least efficient way possible. There we go. That ought to do, mate. Okay, game 3 of the best of 3. This is draft, and again, I will need to start slowly speaking so I can stall out the time. Jarvan, first ban. Blueberry, don't want Zero Zen to rock that again. I wasn't even trying to rhyme there. I'm a poet, and I suck at poetry. I really need. Okay, wait. I'm going to take this time to figure out how to put on streamer mode real quick. Because this is. I don't want these notifications. Profiles. How do you do streamer mode? Notifications, maybe? Enable desktop notifications? I bet that disabling that would help. We'll see if that helps. Hopefully it does. Okay, right. Where were we? I think this one? Is this it? No, that was the old draft. What is happening? There we go. Jeez, my mistake, lads. Okay, let's get back to bans. Jarvan, first ban against Zero Zen. Seraphine banned against Aurora Flare. And Camille banned because of Coach Mike's comfort pick. I think these 3 bans are perfect for Blueberry. I believe that the Apples realized, okay, their team fighting was pretty good. Blueberry realized Apple's team fighting was pretty good. And they want to shut that down. I think those are good bans. Apple bans Amumu, Nautilus to prevent from Big B Tiger, and Akali. I think both drafts so far are pretty good. I think the bans are good. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. This is the final game. No more for fun. This is winner takes all. Philios instantly locked in for Blueberry. That will be piloted by the one and only tree. And then we have apples with first pick here. Ooh, is he going to play Ari a second time? I mean, clearly it worked. But I think picking the same champion, it's very bold. Because now if you're playing against Ari top, you kind of know, okay, this guy's pretty good at Ari. I know Ari. I'm going to pick something else. And then you have the Ashe. Okay. So still trying to go for more engagey type team fighting here and potentially maybe taking that away from Tree, although they already picked Aphelios. So maybe they just think it's a good matchup in Aphelios, which, I can picture it. So I would assume, based off of the previous game, we have Ari top lane versus Ashe AD carry. And we have Rakan, okay. Zombie Smurf. We'll need to figure out how to deal with that one. So he will be able to counterpick. Rakan will be piloted by Big Tiger. I highly doubt there's going to be anything spicy like Rakan mid, although I would love to see that. And Evelyn, third Evelyn of the series. And that will be piloted by the same player, 8-bit upgrade. Definitely a comfort pick. I think that's 100% guaranteed. Last pick before the second phase of bans for Apple, and they will choose Brand. Okay. It could be Brand support. Could be Brand jungle. Not too sure yet. I'm sure we'll figure out once we get closer to the draft. I would assume it's Brand support. You never know these days. I didn't think it was going to be Ari mid. Or Ari top. I thought it was going to be Ari mid, Yasuo top. Okay, that's weird. I now hear Discord notifications, but I don't see them. So at least you're not seeing them anymore. Rumble, another ban. Rumble has been 100% banned this tournament. First ban of the second phase for Blueberry. The blue team will be... There's always been a no ban. A Yasuo, okay. I guess they... I wonder if he messed up. I wonder if they wanted to pick Yasuo. I hope that's not the case, because that would suck. My gut is telling me they wanted to actually... Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, we see another Galio ban. Probably don't want to face that again, apparently. Galio is tough to play with in a team environment, though. The Galio knows what they're doing. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so they banned Yasuo against Zyrus, who played Yasuo. Okay, my mistake. And then Morgana. The final ban of the draft, Shen being hovered here. Okay. Now I'm confused again. Is this actually Ari mid? And Shen top? Is this Shen jungle? Shen support? Blueberry's draft is easy to read so far. Irelia. Huh. Okay, first Irelia that we've seen. This is the first time I've seen an Irelia in a very long time in these tournaments. I remember, I think the last person that probably played Irelia was a guy named Alternative / Marcel or Creamy Pie when he played top, which was a long time ago. So I'll be excited to see a different champion that I haven't seen in a while, and if people are avid watchers would see. And Ornn, okay. So I'd assume it's Ornn top, Evelyn jungle, Irelia mid, Aphelios Rakan bottom. And I have no idea of what Apples is. No idea whatsoever where everyone's going. We'll have to wait and see once we're in the official champion select. So again, just as a reminder, a refresher, this is game 3 of the best of 3 match. The winner of this will take the entire solo tournament. First game was a complete and utter destruction of apples. Blue ball boys dominated apples. But then the second game, the apples dominated blueberries. So this game will be the decisive victory, hopefully, for one of the teams. People are saying ready as we're getting into the official real draft, hopefully. What's this notification? I'm curious since we're just waiting here. This is my main account. No clash? Lame. See, this is why you participate in these tournaments. Because we do events, unlike Clash. I'm joking. I mean, it's true, actually. We do events. We literally have 2 events this month. We have 2 months. Let me think. This month, we're for sure doing 2 events. This event, and then we have a 1v1 tournament upcoming. Next month, we'll be doing an arena tournament. Maybe something else, but I'm not too sure. Here we are. We know what they're picking. Chilled out for a little bit. Hmm. Okay, what can I... Let's talk about pick potential here. Both teams have very good pick potential. You have Ornn ultimates. You have Shen ulting to someone and dashing forward. The one thing that I don't like about the Shen pick here is that he doesn't have very many people he can teleport on, except maybe the Ahri if she's playing really aggressively. I'm not the biggest fan of the Shen. The pick potential on Blueberry is very good. You can maybe get a Graviton with the Aphelios auto attack and then the UQ. Rakan has good pick potential. Evelyn is an assassin with good pick potential. Aurelia's not too bad. And you have an Ornn ultimate, like I said, I don't know, 30 seconds ago. Pick potential is also pretty good on Team Apple. You have the Lux Binds, you have the Ashe ultimates, you have potential Ahri charms, and Brand just is going to throw away his ultimate and throw away all of his stuff onto the enemies. I don't know which comp I prefer here. I think I prefer blueberries, but if the Ahri does well, then I would prefer apples. I can't even see the names on Team Apples. Are they in pick order? If they're in pick order, that would make this the Lux. Maybe they are. Maybe it is Shen Jungle and Brand mid. That would be interesting. I don't think it's bad. I think Shen Jungle is decent. I think Brand mid is okay. Just a very unique draft. Well, we have 3 minutes and 44 seconds to figure that out. Is there a way to... I wonder if there's a way on stream to look at your... Oh, there is. Okay, sweet. Never mind. There is a way to look at the previous match results while you're live. I don't think that used to be a Twitch feature, but now it is. 3 minutes to go for the final game of the tournament. Actually, wait a minute. I might be able to crack the code. Give me 1 sec. I might be able to know who's who. Uno mas. Okay, so Ari's Coach Mike, assuming they didn't swap, it looks like it's LOL Coach Mike playing Ari, Zyrus playing Shen mid, Brand Zero Zen RL playing Brand jungle, Aurora Flare playing Ashe, and Zombie Smurf playing Lux. Interesting. Shen mid. I mean, that would do well into Irelia, but they picked Shen before Irelia? Maybe they just didn't think. No, wait, did they pick Shen? I think they. I don't know. I'm a little confused. We'll figure it out once we're officially in the game. Shen does do quite well into the comp. Does well into Irelia. Does alright into Philios. Does well into Ornn. Blocks the brittle passive from getting stunned. I need to figure out how to do Twitch polls. That would be interesting to get a poll on who's people are rooting for, who thinks which comp is better, etc. Hmm. Oh, it skipped 30 seconds. I'll take that. That's cool. Assuming everything functions properly. Okay, so it is Brand Jungle with no flash. Zyrus is playing Shen mid. First dragon, as Zero Zen pointed out, was Cloud Drake. Okay, so just as a reminder, this will probably be the last time I say it. This is the best of 3 match. This is game 3 of the best of 3. Team Apples versus Team Blueberry. Blueberry is Team Blue. Apples is Team Red. And the winner of this will win the whole tournament. Everyone that registered was a solo person that were placed on a team to try and balance both teams. Each team had a complete snowball of a game, and this is the final game. Will we see another snowball or a dead even game and a cool victory? We will see. We'll see probably in the next 20 minutes. But we're doing another standard start. No one's doing anything too risky for either of these games. I'm really curious if that's a matter of the lack of synergy and trust in one another because these guys have never played together before, or they just, aren't aggressive players. We're not too sure. It is different watching these games because the games are very different than coordinated Summoner's Rift. Zeroes in with the ward to make sure no one invades him again. Lux. I need to rearrange this. Virus is mid. Oh, no way. Okay, there we go. My mouse wasn't working for a sec. Shen mid. I need to also rearrange. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I need to read. My left click doesn't work sometimes, as you can see. I almost got it. Why did I move Evelyn there? That's not where I wanted Evelyn. This is how bad my mouse is. My left click literally doesn't work. I need to smash it. This is my own game. Okay, moved it up once. Okay, we're getting closer. There we go. God bless America. Okay, Baby Tiger goes in. Aurora Flare does a quick flash to prevent that engage follow-up when losing that trade. Orb Goal has a nice wave being pushed into him. Orb Goal, I don't think we'll be able to freeze this. He might freeze it for a little bit. I think it's just out of the mini wave. Yep, good CSing by Borbgill. We're trying to keep that wave closer to him so he can safely farm. Well positioned. Zombie Smurf and Aurora Flare. Ooh. Knock the Blaze on to Zombie Smurf. Some autos from the Calibrum. Autos him into a bit. Goes out to Shen, but Shen's not going to worry too much about that. He's a beefy boy. Pretty even trade overall. Mid lane, Charm lands onto Borbigal, but he does still land the knockup. Hit by the second Q. And remember, with REQ, once it bounces back, it deals true damage. So it's going to deal a lot more damage to tanks than other abilities of Ari's. So one pattern that I'm noticing this game compared to last game is Aurora Flare. I can't remember who he played Jinx. He played Jinx the first game. Is that Aurora Flare is playing engagers. AD carries or people that can engage in the bottom lane quite easily. People Talker stacks the full stacks of the Conqueror. Does win the trade against Xyrus. Ari and Brand roaming together with the lane pressure that they created. Oh, and the taunt misses, but People Talker does position himself to Coach Mike. Flashes. Charm does land, but he's W'd, and First Blood goes over to Xyrus. The First Blood of Game 3 has been completed. Zombie Smurf gets ignited. Tree is going to try and hit him with the Severum, is I believe what it's called. Why do you have to play Aphelios? The hardest champion to remember of all of his gun names. I think they were thinking about diving, but 8-bit upgrade has decided to instead go farm. Shen's going to take a reset Xyrus. So Brand Jungle is, I think, fairly strong because of this item, the Faded Ashes. They added this item in the most recent split update, which was 4 weeks ago. And it basically is like a low-budget Liandry's, and it helps with your clear quite a bit. So Brand Jungle, I believe, is quite strong, especially once you get Liandry's, assuming you go for double stacking burn, which I don't know why you wouldn't. It's a solid choice. It's also interesting because I felt like Zero Zen enjoyed playing engagers, but Brand is not really an engager. He's more of a just throw everything and hope for the best type of champion. So the engaging will be heavily relied on Aurora Flare and Xyrus on the Shen. Fairly even game so far. Aurora Flare down a little farm. Everyone else is fairly close. Taunt lands onto the Irelia. Irelia misses the stun. Uh-oh. Sup lag. Unfortunate, awkward time to pause. Wait a minute or two. Probably Porofester. Why does Porofester and Blitz keep popping up? Why is that the subject of the problems? So plated steel caps completed first for Shen. That works well into the Irelia matchup into Aphelios. Late game, that will be rough. Oh. Did they what just hello? Hello game? I'm confused on what's happening. Hang on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I guess we're live. I'm going to slow this down so we see this play. Brand roams with a ghost and gets a kill onto People Talker. Fast forward now. Yeah, sorry about that. Don't know what that was. Not sure if it was client bug or something happened with pausing. I think we're A-okay now. Really down 0-2. Rough start for Peepo here. Ooh, bind barely misses. Big B and Tree do dodge it. Evelyn roaming bot. Knows that they have no vision because of that control ward, but they do have a deeper vision. Aurora Flare needs to get out of there, and he does ghost. They know Evelyn is officially there. The charm will be on Zombie Smurf, but Shen comes out to protect his support. Shen might be able to turn this around. Taunt comes out, and the 8-bit upgrade will go down. Aurora Flare gets the kill. Aurora Flare and Lux are dealing decent amount of damage with their CC and abilities. And, oh, good flash by Xyrus to dodge the Recon Q. Big B Tiger tries to shield his ally, but will not be able to protect him enough. Red team takes the Void Grubs that is taken by Zero Zen, and a 4-0 lead plus Void Grubs for Team Apple. Insane good start, really good Shen ultimate, good map awareness, and slash or good communication by Aurora Flare and Zombie Smurf. They have a solid lead so far, 2K gold lead at the first 7 minutes of the best of 3 game. Brand will be taking a reset. I'll be curious to see what he buys first. I assume he's just going to complete Blackfire Torch. Oh, Rakan trying to 1v1 the Aurora Flare, but he has ultimate. Does ignite Aurora Flare and does get the Q heal and will dash to his AD carry. People Talker trying to engage on Coach Mike, but Shen's here. Dodges the taunt somehow. Incredible taunt dodge. But People Talker is now in a bad spot. Ooh, good stun by the Aurelia. Unfortunate failed flash by Coach Mike. People Talker still running. Coach Mike might hit the Q, and he does. Ooh, People Talker going 0-3, and Xyrus hits the taunt onto the Evelynn. Evelynn does not have flash nor ult. Keep it upgrade. Will be okay for now. Rough start for Aurelia this game. Team Apples are playing very well around the mid lane here so far. And also credits to Xyrus for having a nice ultimate to the bot lane to prevent the bot lane from getting ahead on Team Blueberry. People Talker walks in again, gets taunted. Is winning the CS game right now. But I feel like that doesn't really matter with... Oh no, Peepo. Oh, Peepo, buddy. Zero Zen gets the kill onto the Aurelia. 0-4 Aurelia. Tough start. I think Aurelia just needs to kind of play under tower for now. Good lane pressure being put by Zombie Smurf and Aurora Flare. Fine lanes onto Rakan. Won't do much though. Orb goal is number 7, level 7, excuse me. And then at level 13 he upgrades his own items. Oh, this is important. I need to talk about this. Level 13 he upgrades his own items. Level 14 he upgrades one of his allies. Charm knock up launch onto Zombie Smurf. Ultimate follows up by Aphelios. He has red-white, which means don't fight if you're on the red team. But this fight isn't looking too bad. Aurora Flare doing a good job kiting, making sure he's actually clicking accurately. And he is. Aurora Flare takes down Tree. And then Zombie Smurf with a great flash dodging the Rakan engage. And a double kill on Aurora Flare. This is the first time, I think, in this entire tournament that Aurora Flare and Zombie Smurf has actually won a 2v2 against their laning opponents. These look like completely different bot laners. Well played to them. And on top of that, I lost my train of thought. Right, it was the Ornn thing. I'll talk about that again because the People Talker is engaging on Coach Mike. He's 0-for-0. This is a really risky engage, but he can come back. And here comes the Shen ult to disengage the People Talker. And as I stated, if Ahri is ahead, he gets the Shen positioning. And indeed, that is what happens. The Shen ults the Ahri, taunts the Aurelia with the Ahri dashing back in. Ooh, boy. Okay. As I was saying, now that we have a bit of a break, it's important because Ornn got a rework this patch, where he upgrades his allies' items. It's not there's a specific set of items that Ornn upgrades. He can upgrade any item, but it's the first item in the slot. So people can pick specifically what type of stats they want upgraded now. So hopefully he communicates that with the team. Virus is 1v1ing Borgul, but Zero Zen is here to make it a 1v2 for Borgul. Borgul will go down to the Zero Zen Rocket League burn. Oh, then we have a Lux ult, not doing much. Coach Mike trying to run, has barely any mana. Blueberries needed that desperately. That was their first kill. They needed anything they could get. They got that. I forgot to pull up the Dragon Timer. But Cloud Drake was taken by the Apples, Team Apples, and next Drake will be Chemtech Drake. Yeah, rough spot to be in if you're Team Blueberry. But the good news is that you're not completely out of it. It's just Aurelia. If you get rid of the Aurelia deaths, you're not that far behind. You can always throw Aurelia in a sideline later. Grizz Ward, you're too kind. I don't know if you're someone that I know or what, but you're thank you. Trying my best. I'm not much of a caster, as you may have noticed. Hopefully you do not. Hopefully you think I'm a professional. Zero Zen coming up again to take out Borgul. Oh no. Such a tragedy for Blueberries. Aurora Flare also kills the Blueberry support. Tree goes down. 8-bit upgrade doesn't kill the Aurora Flare. Coach Mike Aurora Flare. I will say Aurora Flare every single game has been playing quite well. And he's also playing off-roll. He queued up, or he wanted to play mid-primary. And I think ADC secondary. I need to double check. I think he said mid-primary, top secondary, and AD carry third. Tertiary. So he's playing an off-roll, and he's playing every single game quite well based off of all the circumstances he's been thrown under. Yeah, everyone on Team Apples is just playing almost perfectly. With the exception of Coach Mike getting picked off. Lux Bind and Ari Charm lands on Big B Tiger. Okay, Borbigal trying to turn this around. Get a pick. Trying to get the ball rolling a little bit. Trying to get something going for Blue Ball boys. That's not the team. Silly me. Blueberries. Every time I think blue and hear the word blue, I think of Blue Ball boys too. I'm never naming a team Blueberries again. Ever. Mark my words. 8-bit upgrade trying to find a pick onto Zero Zen. Does land the charm. Rakan will follow up with a knockup, but they don't have the damage to finish Zero Zen. Oh, People Talker missed everything, and he's stuck in a 1v3, but Zombie Smurf has no mana. Zero Zen is also low. A good Tree Hugger positioning, and here comes the Shen ultimate to protect that. And that is another kill for Brand. Unstoppable. 5-0 for Brand. Teleport coming in from Xyrus, trying to protect the top lane to prevent anyone from getting any gold back from this game. Orb Goal goes into another duel with Xyrus, but will disengage that. Does not want to deal with the Shen taunt. Next dragon is up in 28 seconds. Chemtech Drake is good for both teams, but I mean Chemtech Drake overall just one is not really that useful. I don't think there will be much priority. Rift Herald will be spawning in 30 seconds as well. Have a bit of a break here. Oh, and the Assault lands from the river, and Coach Mike is there to follow up with the charm. Rampage for both Coach... never mind, I don't think Coach... I think the one that threw into his kills. Rampage. Take that back. Big B Tiger and Aurelia trying to kill Coach Mike. Lux Ult comes out, does hit Big B Tiger, but there's no damage to protect, not enough damage. Zombie Smurf might get caught out here, but Zombie Smurf is pretty strong considering he's a support. Nice E to prevent zoning. Ultimate comes out. Evelyn's still chasing. Aurora Flare shoots the volley to disengage them and protect his support. And Lux will walk out of there scot-free. A 7k gold lead at 14 minutes. Tree lands a nice root with a Gravitum. But Brand, just too strong, man. Just too strong. Aurora Flare will not follow that up. Here comes Big B Tiger. Misses the W. Aurora Flare's positioning has just been so good this game. Nice ult by Zombie Smurf to clear the minions, I guess. I don't really know what that was for. Maybe he was trying to one-shot the Philios, maybe. That would be my guess. We're going to say that he was doing that. Chemtech Drake has been earned by Apples. That was done a minute ago. There's so much fighting and chaos happening around the map, I'm not even paying attention to the dragons. This is a really weird game because no one's fighting around dragon pits, it seems. Or Rift Herald or anything. This is just interesting to watch because I feel like in coordinated team play. Meanwhile, 1v1ing the Ari. Orbigal gets a kill! Wow, okay. Good solo kill for Borbigal. They need anything they can get. And Ari has died 3 times this game. Has 75% of the deaths. But that's okay. His team's doing well. Yeah, as I was stating, I don't think I've seen a single 5v5 dragon fight this game. Or any of the games. I don't even know if I've seen a 5v5 Baron take. It's weird. And I think the big reason probably is because teams are snowballing so hard all 3 games. However, that's still kind of surprising that there's no attempts to at least try to 5v5 around Dragon or Baron. The Mapples will start the Rift Herald. Blueberries will not contest in any way, shape, or form. That'll be a free Rift Herald on over to the Team Apples. Shentot lands onto Irelia. I'd be surprised if Irelia wins this, but maybe with 8-bit upgrade coming the Evelyn, they could. Evelyn lands to Charm, and People Talker gets the second kill for him. 2-6 is a lot better than 1-6. Tree kills Coach Mike. Okay, those are 2 kills that they desperately need. Blueberries desperately still need kills, as I've stated many times, because there's nothing else to say. Really, truly, this game's very one-sided. Aurora Flare takes a lot of tower damage from the tower and Borb kills. 8-bit upgrade, trying to pick off Zombie Smurf. Zero Zen is here. Good dodge by Big B Tiger to dodge the Lux Bind. Irelia gets an objective bounty on the bottom side. Ashalt misses Big B Tiger. Let me remove the scoreboard. 8-bit upgrade is caught out on the wrong side. Does ult. Zero Zen gets a Shen ultimate, and I think will survive. Here comes the Ornn ultimate, and they're all corralled into that area. Zombie Smurf gets knocked up. Tree Hugger is going low. Big B Tiger tries his best to protect. Zyrus kills Big B Tiger and is now chasing Tree. Tree is going to go down. Evelyn shuts down the Ashe. Coach Mike is trying to run away again. I feel like Coach Mike is just constantly running away this game. People Talker trying to chase him down. Zyrus is almost there to try and taunt People Talker to try and disengage them. But People Talker will get Coach Mike. Here comes Shen. Zyrus is going to try and kill People Talker. Borb Girls knocks him up to prevent that, though. Zombie Smurf gets hit by the Ornn Q. Never seen that before. It's been a while. But Zero Zen is split pushing mid with the Rift Herald. He's going to ride it to potentially take this tower here. And overall, that was a 2-for-1 in favor of Blueberries. So not too bad. Zero Zen did utilize the Rift Herald to push the mid towers, though. So good call on his part. Bring back up the scoreboard. Anything spicy here? Blackfire Torch completed on Brand. Standard. Should I say Branded? I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. There's almost Thornmail complete on Shen. Zombie Smurf has yet to upgrade his support item. That's interesting. That's pretty bad, actually, that he hasn't done that yet. No disrespect. Yep, nothing too crazy here. Build-wise. Dragon is up. Could we see a 5v5 dragon fight? For the first time, I believe, in this tournament. Oh, Ari Charm lands onto the Evelyn, and then Ashalt to follow up, and Aurora Flare gets the kill onto the 8-bit upgrade. No more jungler for this dragon fight. Big B Tiger trying to run, hits the Q with health. People Talks goes on a... Wait, what? He's on a rampage? Okay, well, he goes down. Zyrus gets a killing spree. Orbital lands a nice knock up onto Aurora Flare. Aurora Flare has no summoner spells. Orbital backs. Okay, surprise Borbigal backs off there. I think he would have finished the kill. Okay, lots of chakrams on Tree Hugger. Oh, Tree Hugger's trying to 1v3 this. Borbigal is quite tanky, but I don't think he has enough damage from his backline. Tree needs to back off. Godlike for Zero Zen Rocket League. Zero Zen trying to get Tree, and he does. Double kill. Baby Tiger does sidestep the Lux ultimate, and I think we'll be able to walk out of this. Yep, he will. I did not realize that Aurelio was on a rampage. That's shocking. But again, not a bad fight overall. Down 7k gold. Still a bit of a stomp, but I wouldn't say this game is completely doomed. 8-bit upgrade trying to 1v3. He does have ultimate, but he's not able to get it due to the fact that Team Apples have too much CC. Ooh, Charmlands onto People Talker. People Talker, again, all on his lonesome. Everyone's just getting caught out on Blueberries. Legendary by Zero Zen popping off this game. Lux also has been quietly doing well as well. 1-0-11. No deaths, lots of assists. I mean, again, I feel like I'm just flaming Zombie Smurf here, but after that first game performance of the Braum where I think it was like 0-9-2 or something like that, he's really stepped up both of these games. Old knockup goes onto Brand. Rakan follow-up, but doesn't manage to hit much with that. Only lands one charm, misses the W. They're trying to have to fight. They're trying to fight this and win this. They need to win this fight for any chance to have an opportunity to come back. Ashe gets knocked up by Rakan. Ashe is getting low. Aphelios comes out with the flame, but doesn't do much. Oriflamme is getting ignited, and then 8-bit upgrade goes in. A double kill for the Ashe. People Talker trying to go back in and finish the Aurora Flare. Does manage to finish the Aurora Flare. Coach Mike on a sliver of HP. People Talker clears the wave to try and go back in. It does actually get the Ahri. Gets a double kill. Zombie Smurf clearing the wave. And that's all he wrote, I guess. Man, this People Talker will go in. And I remember seeing him from the ARAM tournaments. Doesn't matter if he's how far behind. He's going in. He's going to fight you whether he's 10-0 or 0-10. And I respect the heck out of that. So he does have the most deaths on the team. But to be fair, he does have the most kills. He has more than half of his team's kills. So I don't know. Tough call of what you would rather have. Good bind by Zombie Smurf to prevent Big B Tiger from getting closer. Next dragon is in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. If we don't see a dragon fight here, we never will. Cyrus is getting caught out so far. Coach Mike is nearby. Ashe ult lands onto the Evelynn, who was not suspecting a thing, and gets killed for the sins of her top laner and jungler, unfortunately. Excuse me, support. Oh, Borbgil in a tough spot. Gets taunted, gets stunned by the brand Q. Probably an RA charm here soon. Bibby Tiger goes in to try and prevent his top laner from dying, but top laner will go down. Charm lands onto the Rakan, and Rakan will be okay. Borbgil actually gets a kill onto Coach Mike. So overall on the board, it was 1 for 2 in favor of Apples. Oh. Looks like Baron will be taken for Apples. They're going to at least start it. It's only Evelynn up, Irelia up, Philios up, and Rakan up. And Orin will have TP. Let's check the health. Let me zoom up the camera a bit. I want to zoom out as well. You see what's happening here, because this is going to be a potentially huge fight. People Talker going in on Zyras. Zyras taunts. 2k health. Who's going to get the Baron? They really need this. Oh my gosh, they got it! The fight's still going on. Big B Tiger is getting low. Aurora Flare is kiting with the red buff and blue buff. Zyras taunts Tree. Double kill onto the Shen. Shen is getting low. Will Borbgil be able to finish it off? There's a fight happening on the side lane between 8-bit upgrade and Coach Mike, but Shen gets ulted onto the Ahri. 8-bit actually steals that. That is massive. If they would have lost that Baron, I think that was basically guaranteed over. Now, they did lose their entire team with the exception of 8-bit upgrade, who still has the Baron buff. But the fact that he stole that is much better chance of stalling out the game long enough to crawl back from this deficit if he did, compared to if he didn't steal that. That was a very clutch play by 8-bit upgrade. That's huge. That's why we love League of Legends, baby. Moments like that. You never know whenever someone's going to steal something, no matter how far behind you are. And this will stall some time. Again, only Evelynn has the Baron buff. But you take what you can get in that situation. The fact that Evelynn still has it is still a miracle, considering how bad that fight was. Oh, I'm still getting Discord notifications. I'm going to pause it real quick. Sorry. No, we'll play it. Doggone it. We'll play it. Cyrus goes in. Doesn't land the taunt. Let me open up the timeline and fast forward for a split second. Okay. Sorry about that. Guess we'll just have to deal with my Discord notifications. BB Tiger goes into Zyras. Zyras will be okay because he's a beefy boy. Ult lands onto the Aurelia. Orno to follow up. They knock up the Shen. Aurora Flare's in the backline, trying his best to position and not get hit out. Zombies. No! Saw nothing. Let's pause this. I want to rewind this because this is a big fight. That's the right client. There's nothing I did there. Okay, Orno goes out. Lux Root lands onto People Talker. People Talker goes in, hits Zombie Smurf. Zombie Smurf goes down. Aurora Flare gets the kill. Borbgil is getting lower. Big B Tiger goes down. Zero Zen for 8-bit upgrade. duking out as the jungles, and then now the 80 carries down. It's just Borgol, an 8-bit upgrade. The last two standing members on Team Blueberries. I am surprised they're winning these fights and how close it is. Hello, Coach Mike is trying to go for the backdoor. Maybe that is why they're winning the fights. 8-bit upgrade is trying to chase them down. Orb goal. Who will maybe get Zero Zen? His buddy. Keep in mind, Borgol and Zero Zen are friends. They are usually a duo for the arena tournament. Coach Mike just keeping this pressure, but thankfully 8-bit is smart to stay back here because he is the one with the Baron buff. Oh, but 8-bit, if he goes down here, that might be game. Oh, good dodge by Big Tiger, using the W, the grand entrance, to dodge the Ari charm. Ashalt comes out. That hit the Ornn, the Borgol, but he'll be okay. Look at builds, anything crazy here? Nope, pretty standard stuff. Upgraded Collector onto the Aphelios. Ooh. Good thing that the Evelynn had the Banshees able to block the Ari charm. That could have been big. And Dragon, this is Soul if Team Apples gets this. And Team Apples will get the Ocean Soul. Massive HP regen now for them. And People Talker in a tough spot. And People Talker will go down. Taunt goes onto Borgol. Zyrus is very tanky though. I don't think he'll die here. Zero Zen is going to just melt them with how fed he is. And there goes 8-bit upgrade. There goes Borgol. This might be game as LOL Coach Mike is still just pressuring mid. He just wants this game over and done with. Zyrus is now TPing in. Tree will need to do a huge miracle here. Lance the Gravitum ult does a decent amount of damage. Oh, Coach Mike actually gets taken down by the tower. Shutdown goes down, but I think that still might be game. Big B Tiger. Going to need another miracle here for Blueberries. I think that will be it. Big B Tiger, there's just nothing that he can do. Zero Zen is too fed. Aurora Flare dodging everything. And Team Apples will take the win in the best of 3 match for the first ever solo Summoner's Rift tournament. What a game. All games are just snowballs. That is not what I predicted at all, and there is no one here to interview. Everyone was just ready to dip, man. That is funny. Okay, well, I was going to maybe interview some of the people, but I'm not going to just interview Aurora Flare. And, oh well, I guess that's that. Here are the stats for the last game. GG's to everyone that participated. I appreciate you guys giving it a try. I have no idea what to make of this. To be completely honest here, let me pull up the Twitch real quick. I have no idea what to make of this because all the games are complete stomps. Okay, so let's check this out. Oh, what am I doing? That's not it. Videos. That's it. Here we go. Let's see. So the first game, I want to pull this up since it's just me here. You just have me for the rest of it. Yeah, I agree. I wanted to do an interview, but I don't think Aurora Flare. I mean, he's a very interesting guy. I would love to talk to him, but I think it would be more fun to talk to everyone involved. So this was game 1. And as you can see, a complete stomp. 39 to 13 at the end in favor of Blueberries. In the second game, another complete stomp, except it was Apples that stomped. And then the third game was actually fairly close. I mean, I didn't think there was a moment where I said, okay, this is absolutely done for Team Blueberries. They kept on getting random kills and stuff, random picks. But yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Is this balanced because everyone was snowballing in their games? We'll see. I feel like I need to do another one of these tournaments to really get an idea of what's happening. Well, with that being said, special thanks to the participants, Team Apples, LOL Coach Mike 97, Zero Zen RL, Zyrus, Aurora Flare, and Zombie Smurf. Congratulations on getting first place. And in second place, who will still be getting a prize because they're the most honorable team, will be Borgol, 8-bit Upgrade, People Talker, Tree, and Big B Tiger. That will be it for me. The next tournament will be a 1v1 Howling Abyss tournament on Saturday, June 29th, so the last Saturday of this year, I believe. Updates will come out shortly. Not sure of the exact date. Let me check. I'll probably send an update maybe the 14th. maybe the 18th. Point is if you want to join the Discord server, link will be down in the Twitch panels. You know what? I'll just pull it up. Why not? If you go here and go to the About section, click this. This will take you to the Tournament Kingdom Discord server. Anyways, that will be it from me. Congratulations to Team Apples for playing the games and winning both games in the best of 3. Hope you have a wonderful day. Again, next tournament is June 29th, 1v1 tournament, and there will be an update. There's a reason why I've been streaming for the people that actually enjoy watching me stream, which I appreciate you. I don't think it's too many of you. I do appreciate it. Also, shout out to Grizz Ward for following. I appreciate that. I saw that notification, just didn't want to bring it up. Have a wonderful day and weekend, y'all, and I will see you in the next tournament. Peace.